All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to This Is Not My Show. I am your host, Dewana Bradley, and we are so excited today to be talking to two individuals who are going to make a huge impact on our community coming up here this very week. We have Calvetta Berry, CEO of MAV, and we have Pastor Levi with us as well. And we're excited to have you all on the show today. So welcome to the show.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, thank you. Calvetta, let's start with you. I know that you have been doing, the work that you've been doing as CEO, as Mothers Against Violence. It's been something that's been on your heart for years. We talked many years ago about the work that you're doing. Tell me kind of where things have gone and kind of what your passion is behind all of this.
Well, things have started back up.
Yeah.
My passion is, like, I don't want to continue to keep burying people I know, people I don't know. I'm tired. So that's my purpose, my passion to keep going is against violence. Some days, as you know, I quit.
Yeah.
I throw in the towel, like I get tired.
Yeah. But you're doing really great work in our community. And that's very evident with the events that you have this week. Now, I know we joked and you said, I don't know what I was thinking about, 3 events back to back to back, but we're having 3 amazing events, it seems like, that are happening this week. Can you share a little bit about those events that are going to take place this week?
The first one will be Friday. We have partnered with a few churches, Rising Sun Family Church, and we will be doing empowering them, impacting our community, and we will be hosting it at Bread of Life, Church of God in Christ, and that starts 7:00 Friday. And then Saturday we will have our annual Mothers Against Violence Victims Walk, which we have been doing for years, and that will be held at Goods Park. And it starts at 1 to 4, and later on that night we'll top it off with our annual. Our first time having our Legacy of Love Gala.
Yes,
where we will be honoring some people, also remembering some people, and giving some people their flowers.
Right. Okay, it's great. Well, I see here, Pastor Levi, the funeral is canceled. Now I've been looking on your page and kind of looking at that you've been doing this really in many cities across the United States. And it seems very powerful. Talk to me and tell our viewers a little bit about who you are and how you got involved with doing this. The funeral is canceled. Oh, you're muted.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. My name is Lawrence Levi. I'm a pastor, motivational speaker, an advocate. I am a community activist and advocate against violence. I'm also a movie director, actor, all of those things. And the funeral is canceled it's really my pride and joy because it brings everything together in one particular setting of what I've been doing, who I am, where it comes from. The funeral is canceled in a nutshell is a lot of what I have experienced in life. You know, I wasn't always this person. I wasn't always a pastor, always, leading the community the right way, I should say. And so because of some of my bad decision making, when I was a kid or just, a younger man, I literally made some decisions that caused me to realize that either you're going to continue this way and lead people to a place of destruction, or you're going to allow God to come in and change your life. God made a vision of it. I never had any that would become as big as it is and as desired as it is. But I knew that it was different because even the very first one that we did out of my church, it just caused a lot of people to start talking and looking, wow, what is this? And, and my people into a place of hearing my word, but also showing them the realities of our world. The funeral is canceled. As many people have seen and witnessed, it's more than just aiming to show black on black crime. It aims to show what we sometimes overlook, and that is the chaos in America as a whole.
Right.
That is the chaos in our churches, the chaos in our schools, the way that we parent, the way that we see one another as individuals. Why are we like this? Why are we so divided? Why are we, not showing as much love as we need to throughout the land? And so for me, the funeral is canceled address all of our issues that we are seeing today in the news, in the media, all of the things that our children are drawn to that's killing our communities. The funeral is canceled not only addresses them, but also provides a way of escape and gives some type of hope that we can get through and over this.
Yeah, no, thank you. There is so much going on in our world, and people need to feel that something that could be done instead of complaining about it or saying this is such a sad situation that we see, being able to have an outlet to be able to do something about it. So thank you for sharing a little bit of just about how it became this passion for you. And Calvetta, talk to me a little bit about kind of what made you want to do this. I feel like this is kind of a different shift. I'm normally used to the walks that you have and putting up the photos of individuals and having that in remembrance of them. But what made you want to kind of move in this direction with the funeral is canceled and partnering with the churches?
When I seen his video on Facebook of the funeral is canceled, it impacted me. It impacted my kids, it impacted my daycare. So I'm like, something inside of me just said I need to bring him here with that message. It's a message that our community needs to see.
Yeah.
Like, we need to get ahead of it. Usually I come after, it's all said and done, helping with the funeral or the candle lights. But we need, to realize that, sometimes we're the problem.
Yeah.
And so, his message impacted me as a parent. Also, like, yeah, sometimes I fall short being a parent. And with the church, I feel that we need God, all of it. And I feel the churches need to get out in the community with Mothers Against Violence. I know a few churches step up when I call them to pray at the repasses, but I can't do this alone. So this year I decided let's take a different route and add churches and partner with some churches. And I hope to continue to do this, year after year.
Right. Well, congratulations in order for you as well, because you received a grant this year to be able to help with some of the things that are going on and that you want to continue to do with your organization. So what did it mean to you to receive that grant? I know it everything you do costs money, and I know many, many years, and you probably still do to this day, money has come out of your pocket to be able to make sure these things happen. So just talk about what that grant meant to you and what you will need to continue to do this work.
I actually received like a couple sponsors, and the first one I'll talk about is with some prisoners in the prison system in our in Fort Dodge prison, and the warden or the assistant warden reached out to me and said that a group of organizations inside the prison wanted to donate to my organization. So that definitely meant a lot. Like, they see me. Sometimes I think like my own community, they don't see me. They don't want to help. But look at these prisoners inside raising money. 7 organizations inside the prison system, decided to do fundraisers to send me and Mother Violence some money to help. And then I was thinking, okay, I'm gonna use it for like one of my annual events, like my Easter egg hunt or Halloween bash. And surprisingly, well, not surprisingly, but someone had got killed. And that money that the prisoner sent me was able to help that family, you know, in their time of need.
Right.
And when I did the candlelight visual for this young man, there was a pastor there that happened to be his cousin. And so months later, another lady reached out to me, and she worked at a company, Salmon's company. And she told me, guess what? Like, I nominated you, threw your name in the hat to receive this grant from our company for organizations that are doing something in the community.
Right.
And she was like, and I'm not the only one. This Pastor Ricky Martin, he's put your name in the hat. And so I'm like, okay, you know, what a blessing, you know. And then she like reached back out to me like maybe a month later and said that, you know, I was awarded, and out of 20, I think 24 organizations, I was awarded the highest amount.
Wow.
So that, and some of these organizations, like they've been around for years, like cancer. Like I'm like, I beat cancer. Like I beat cancer. So I was really like, it just like melted my heart.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I know I'm doing the right thing. So what better way to pour it all into these 3 events, you know?
Right.
Somebody can hear the message that I'm trying to bring to Des Moines.
Yeah, well, congratulations on, you know, having individuals and organizations pour into your work. And Pastor Levi, I want to just ask you that someone's going to be watching this here, and we want them to come to these events. We want them to be a part of these events, especially coming to see The Funeral is Canceled, which sounds like it is so impactful. If you could just share with people, you know, why they should come to this event and talk to them about what they'll get out of this if they come to this event.
First off, coming to me, the entire community coming is very essential. Productivity and moving forward as a whole in the community, white, black, rich, poor, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, a lot of times we see things happen in our community, and because it happens so much in the black community, the rest of the community don't feel affected by it. But that's where we have to change things and begin to understand things, because what they're going to get from it is a message for all. This isn't a black message. This isn't a white message. This isn't a violent message. This is a message of love, unity, understanding what it is to bring a community of people together, people of all nationalities, people of all walks of life. And more than anything, putting the mirror in front of everybody to ask them one question: what have I been doing to help move my community forward? And what have I not been doing? Because when I look at it from a whole of the message that I give, I make everybody put their hands out, because I say all the time, every death, especially murders, I believe the community hands are as bloody as the person that pulled the trigger. Because when we as a community can see and know the direction of our kids, our schools, and everything that's going on, and we don't dive directly in it to say, what can I do? If this is a child that we all see having issues and problems, but we only look for those parents to be the only ones that speak and give a voice, then the community is no longer a village. So we're gonna give identity back to people. We're gonna give hope back to people. You know, there's some kids right now, I guarantee you, there's some kids right now in Des Moines, Iowa, that families, parents, aunts, uncles, teachers, principals have no idea that these kids are struggling with self-identity, not knowing who they are, low self-esteem, which brings about depression. Depression brings about the spirit of suicide. So all of this stems from a lack of attention from the community or people that really care, and at the end of the day, a lack of love, which also I challenge the churches to come. Because how could we be a church and represent a God, but don't represent actual love in the community?
Right.
So for me, I'm challenging every single person from y'all leaders. If y'all put them in office, they should be there, no matter how it is. If y'all can vote for people and y'all can't challenge them to be at events such as these, then y'all got to ask yourself, are we being puppeted by the people we're putting in position? Because when it comes to the community, when it comes to the streets, when it comes to our babies dying, where are the people that we have voted for? I don't care if they don't do nothing but show their face. Where are you? So that's what the Funeralist Council does.
No, thank you for sharing that. And I think it's important to stress and reiterate what you said, that this is for everyone. I love that you said sometimes we do these things and people think, oh, this is just for Black folks, or oh, this is just for, certain people, but this is for everyone that is just people. Whoever you are, people. This is for everyone to come and show up and be a part of, and really figure out, what is it that I need to do? This is personal. What is it that I need to do to make a difference, so that we can change the trajectory of the things that are happening with our youth? So Calvetta, you also are having a gala, and is this your first gala that you're having on Saturday? Talk a little bit more about the gala and how people can give and be involved with that.
Well, the gala is that Saturday at 7 p.m. and it's going to be at Bella Love Event Center. And I just thought about it, like, oftentimes we wait until people die to give them flowers. And I always say, I've been saying this for years, I want my flowers now while I can breathe, smell them. So I'm like, I don't know, let me back up. So I'm like, basically, like, I see a few people in my community that deserve to smell their flowers right now. I don't want to wait till they're gone to give them. So I said, let me put on this gala. It'll tie right in to the walk with the church, where we are honoring two pastors that have been there for me personally in Mothers Against Violence. You know about all my trials and tribulations I went through over the years. These two pastors have been there for me. They come out to the candlelights, they pray for the families. So I wanted to give back to them, give them their flowers. And then we have a category of community, people that are pouring in this community like I am, people who have been in prison and have gotten out and have changed their life around and giving back to Des Moines and our community. So I just want to give everybody, show them some love. And like I said, give them their flowers.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like you have a weekend jam-packed full of things that'll be happening. And how can people give, not only just for this week, but I'm thinking about giving to you even going forward, as you do so many events. It's not just this you do, you've done the Easter egg hunt, and you've done other different things that have happened throughout our community. How can people give and get in contact with you if they want to continue to give, either on a regular basis or one-time giving, just to support the work that you're doing?
They can contact me. I do have a Cash App. It's MAV New Direction, and that's Cash App. They can always hit me up on our Facebook page. It's MAV New Direction as well. And then I have a Mothers Against Violence like page. So just inbox me if you want to give. And also at the walk this Saturday, I will be giving some free tickets for our gala. So if you come to that walk, I'm going to be handing them out. I want to bless some people. It's not about money for me, but I do need some help sometimes. But
right.
I definitely want to bless people. But I want people to come out and hear Pastor Lawrence and hear his message. So
All right. Well, y'all heard it. Make sure you come out this week. Make sure you come to that walk. We all love the word free. Nobody will turn down free tickets to anything. So make sure you come to be a part of that, be a part of the walk, and be a part of all the events that are taking place. Like Havetta said, you can see that information on Facebook. I've been seeing it everywhere. Things are coming up. Pastor Levi, any parting words you have for us before we get ready for this great, impactful weekend?
I just want to say I'm so excited to be coming to Des Moines. I love you guys so much. Calvetta, she's so amazing. I'm so honored to be connected to her. She's a blessing, have been from day one. And I'm excited to see everybody and just excited to allow God to use me to bring some hope, some redemption, and some peace to the city with everything that has happened.
Great. Calvetta, any words you want to leave with anyone before this weekend gets started?
Just come out and support us. Come out and hear the word, hear the message, and enjoy a good time.
All right, everyone.
Remember your loved ones also.
Yes, that is really, I think, Calvetta, the most important thing that you do, and you do this every year, is making sure that we remember our loved ones. We've all been impacted by the violence that's happened, whether it's been a loved one of ours or not. I just believe when we're a people of compassion, when those things happen, it moves our hearts. So you
And
always
can I
make
say
sure.
something
Yes.
about remembering a loved one? Like, I don't know if you heard of a woman. Her name was Jamita Hines. She lost her life like 37 years ago. And I met her family. They came to my walk. I've always kept her story, you know, running on my page, at the walks. You know, every year of her birthday, I always repost. And this year, like, the news picked it up. And now it's no longer a cold case. So I'm proud of that. You know, those things mean something to me. 37 years. So that's a long time, but you know, it gives her family some hope that, you know, justice will be served. So
amen.
Yes.
Exactly why I do this.
Yeah. No, that's great. Calvetta, I just want to say thank you for your commitment to this. I know that it has been up and down for you, but you have persevered through it all and you continue to stick with it. And just know that the work that you're doing is making an impact on people in the community. Rather you hear it from them or not, you're needed in our community and the work that you're doing. Pastor Levi, we look forward to welcoming you to our city and looking forward to the work that you're doing as well. And just want to continue to encourage you also in the work that you're doing as you are making change across the United States. So thank you all for tuning in to This Is Not My Show. Make sure you show up this weekend for the wonderful, wonderful events. And make sure you give to Mothers Against Violence. They're doing great work in our community, and we want to see them continue to do great work for many, many years to come. So again, Calvetta, Pastor Levi, thank you for your time today.
Thank you for having us.